like what totally has supported me. And astrology is a powerful tool. If we look at astrology just as we look at tarot, please, from a guide, a mirror to, like, tarot is really a mirror and like a momentary guidance, and also for all deep questions, like it's totally versatile. And astrology especially is super cool to really see how you have created your fate, what are actually the things you wanted to learn, you wanted to grow as a soul from, to step into your North Node, right? So of course I also have North Node readings, but what I love is to look at the whole chart for evolvement. And you know, we are not limited to one sign. You are not your sun sign. You have all zodiacs around. And see it like you are in the middle of an astrology chart, like just like this. In the middle is the soul, and around you are all these areas of life, and they are experienced through a specific lens, for example Sagittarius or whatever. And then this area of life you explore, you work through the Sagittarius energy, and you have chosen that to evolve in that. And Sagittarius, we had it earlier with the horse here, right, with the Knight of Wands. And this energy can be a little bit just like, okay, so you know, I'm over partying, overeating, over jovial, over this, over that, and just, you know, but if it's held in, you know, refined, then it's really, really about the expansion of the light and of the highest consciousness. And it's the highest development of self. And so you would go through these stages. And this is the refinement. Also with the scorpionic energy, we go through stages, right? And then the highest development of a Scorpio is the Phoenix archetype. So Pisces also has different stages. But yeah, let's go back. Next card is this one. This is also so beautiful. It says helping hands. Again, same energy, helping hands. And it's even kind of, yeah, it's cool with this whole archangel reading here. So your angels, it's saying, and see how blue it is. Your angels are sending you helping hands. People will act out of character and overly enthusiastic on your behalf. And because they sense the angelic presence. So, because you are an angel, I want to explain that you are an angel with a purpose, and what you do matters, right? It's important. People sense that, and people sense the angelic favor, like the divine favor over your life. They sense that. And that's why you might get, of course, jealousy and all that, but also you get people who totally suddenly, just you don't know them, like random people opening up like to the fullest, supporting you to the fullest, helping you to the fullest, stepping totally out of their way to just help you. And just know that's not necessarily their character, that's not who they truly always are in their life, but they were touched by the divine grace which comes through your energy. And you have to know that, because just send a prayer back to heaven, to the divine, and don't attach yourself to the human helpers. Don't attach the help to the human. And don't think, okay, so now you owe them or something, or now, you know, you have saved it in your mind that they are always the good. No, must not be. Tomorrow they can act totally different, and they can be a totally a-hole in other circumstances, or, you know, in their life. Like, literally, they can be the worst person all day long, but if they are stumbling over an angel like you, they totally act like perfectly, because they feel the divine favor. They feel the light. And it's just, you know, the angelic presence which comes through your field, kind of, I don't want to say taking over, because that sounds so like possessive or evil. It's not that. It's based on free will, right? It's totally like, I want to do a good thing because this is a good person. This is the kind of energy I'm describing. And this is literally Archangel Michael sending that in. Totally. Wow. Michael, thank you so much. Wow. I guess I will pray the rest of the day. That's really, really a cool reading, guys. And then we end with that, which is the dragon. Wow. The dragon, the mother of dragons, the underworld energy. You unlock that. You unlock that. That's a powerful portal here. That's a really, really powerful portal, what you have unlocked. We will put it here, I guess. I read it. So it says, open passage. The dragons have awakened. Yes, they have. And they create the ley lines and the passages and all that, right? The dragons have awakened. And they are clearing your way. Trust your destiny. Wow. Yes, because of all this integrity, of course. Trust your destiny. Trust the flame. Yes, that's why we had all this talk about this, right? The flame, the spark, and how it is difficult to hold, just as it is difficult to hold the cup of love. You know, we must learn that. As the divine feminine, we must learn how to hold the cup, how to even form a cup, what the cup even is, what are boundaries even. Because divine feminine energy naturally just flows and nurtures and is kind and giving and pouring into everything. And we must learn, oops, that's not a good thing to pour into. Oops, and here we do have to have a boundary. And oops, oops, oops. And so over time we get refined, and over time then we have actually a cup. And then we are in the state that we recognize in other people also that they have a cup and that they align, you know, and we can share them. And that's what I wanted to say. Those angelic helpers, they don't come necessary with this cup. It's really just your energy pouring, drawing them in. The angels, you know, kind of, it's like stepping into a good person for a moment, right? It's like a stage person. It's like someone having an audition or something. See it like that, okay? And not, you know, not, I always want to say, like, stay to yourself as the divine feminine as much as possible. Anyways, so let me read that again here. Trust your destiny, trust the flame. Make bold moves towards the future. Oh yes, we saw that, how bold that all looks, like emperor, lovers. That's also like you creating your own world, you stepping into your purpose work, because the Lovers card, that's all about choosing purpose, choosing the divine. And the connection to the divine must be the strongest in a divine counterpart connection. This connection must guide you because you come from the soul star chakra, right? Which is outer personal. It's outer personal. So it's not about the other person and the personal connection. If this is stronger, like bedroom attraction stronger than divine attraction, then the devil has the upper hand. And every divine connection goes through a devil phase. That's normal, necessary, and even wanted, because we want to cut the devil out. Out, 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 out. Okay? And then we heal from that, and that's great. And that's how it's meant to be. And no one needs to complain about that, because that's just the freaking process. We do that. That's why we are here. That's the path we chose. And that's the path we can be very proud of, and we can show off our scars. And before we show off our scars, we heal them, of course. And we can openly talk about that. openly. And the passage, of course, needs to be here. So this is what we are, what the dragons are creating right now. So next reading, I guess I will make a dragon reading. That looks good. Root chakra opening. So if you want to buy my deck, you can do that on the website. If you do need a personal reading, you can check that on my website. You can also send me an email and request what you want, what you need. Discuss that because I'm only starting and right now uploading, you know, everything I am uploading. And oh, a yes or no question. Yes, we can do, of course, a yes or no question if you have some questions. But no BS, you know, no timing stuff. So, okay, so we are healing here. That's good. This is what we are healing. With sister support, we heal with, yes, creating the sense of, you know, values and equal give and take and all that. And of course, yeah, I need to say a little bit about the flame again, because, you know, trust the flame. Trust the flame. They do have a different path. I will do another reading on that, I guess. Now I feel we are finished, totally finished. So maybe I will do like about just, you know, having an open tarot discussion with the divine about the divine masculine path or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no, we are not going into that now. Because this reading is already long enough and it's good. I guess it's good. So, you know, integrity is important. Healing the roots, you did that. You that's why, you know, that's the why, because that's totally past energy here. You came in with integrity because you are an angel. And you healed the root causes of everything. And now that the root is healed, and you need to know really it's healed, it's 10, 10, 10, 10. You have healed it all. It's good. Fate, right? Wheel is turning. It's just right now, it's settling and the path is cleared. Like it's being worked on. And angelic helpers will come in for the big transformation you're about to experience, North Node. Right? Stepping into your North Node. Being the emperor you are, because an empress also needs to be, you know, she evolves into an emperor. And even if you are waiting for your divine masculine to come in, especially if you are waiting for your divine masculine to come in, you first need to awake that divine masculine within yourself, right? Everything is first an internal energy, and then it gets mirrored out back towards you from your reality, because your reality outward, that is not even reality. That's the movie you project onto it. And of course, we start with a lot of distortions and all that, and interferences and all that. You are not responsible for all the BS outside. But we always need to ask ourselves, where can we have boundaries? Where can we have a no? Because we want to, you know, see, the yes is in direction of the divine, and the no is to the right and to the left side at some point. We cannot say yes to everything and everyone. We have to have boundaries, yes. This is, by the way, Archangel Michael. Here. Card number 1 in my Archangel deck. And he wants to speak now. So you can ask any question in your mind. And I just want to start with... So I just want to start with asking for a clear yes and a clear no. But I need to place myself. Okay. Can we see a yes, please? Can we see a yes? Okay. Yes. It's in alignment. You see that? Yes, that's a yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks. Hold on. Can we see a no? A no, a no, a no? No, no, no. No. Okay, and then, yes, that's good. Good, thanks. Okay, so, oh wait, I can't sit like that. Okay. And I want to say, if it's like circling, then it's a no, you're not supposed to know, or we are not telling, right? Because not everything is meant for our ears. So some things need to be secret so that they unfold the right way. For example, some pains you wouldn't have chosen, right? But they were necessary to felt through, like to fully feel through, to gain your treasures. That's your treasures. Okay. Treasures of the underworld. So, I can't sit anymore, really. I can't sit still. So this is interesting. Normally, I mean, usually after reading, I feel so calm, but now I feel so invigorated. Like I need to go up and do, I don't know what. Like build a new world, maybe. That's the energy, literally. Ooh. Okay, so now you can ask your question. So Archangel Michael, please, the question my collective has, everyone who's tuning in right now, everyone who is here right now, what is the answer of their question? What is the answer of their question? What is the answer of their question? What is the answer of the question of my collective? What is the answer? Oh, it really looks like, no, you're not supposed to know. Can you see that? Ooh, yeah. Okay, what is the answer of the question of my for the collective? Okay. So at the beginning, I saw a little bit undecisiveness. So maybe some questions were like, so for some people it might have been a yes and for some a no, but then it totally turned very quickly into this beautiful Wheel of Fortune here where it says, haha, you are not supposed to know yet. I love this. I love it when it's so strong. So I just hold the energy a little bit longer because I just told you, I feel I'm so lit. Like I don't even know where to put this energy. So yeah, I mean, that's archangelic energy. Of course, it's strong. And I sit here since, I don't know, 3 hours or maybe even 4. So I can't anymore. And now, I guess, I don't know what I do. Divine feminine business, I guess. Starting with cleaning the kitchen. working the body. Workout is always good. Maybe someone sends some helpers for the kitchen. No, that's just me joking now. So I love cleaning the kitchen because that's cleansing the inner realm, I feel. And then from there we grow. Also, the kitchen is a space where we literally grow our pentacles. And that's important. To pour into ourselves and the realm we are creating. So, yes, I'm just looking if there is anything else. But yes, he wants to invest, or he has invested in some ships here, maybe. And I'm totally drawn to the green at the wands right now. So yes, they are. Spring is coming, like it's greenery is coming. And we do have the evergreen energy here too. Yes. They are showing me also this to close off. Yes. Like it's already decorated, it's already prepared, right? And the angels will send in help whenever help is needed. Okay, so you are safe. The passage is being cleared right now from the dragons, from, yes, so that's so beautiful. And you do have soul family support, stars. Oh, that's so nice. I knew something wanted to come, because here's the Queen of Cups now. Oh, how sweet is that? See the cup. So that's so beautiful to end with, because now we clearly can see we started with the unevolved Page of Cup, the shadow aspect of the Page of Cup, right? That's how we started. And we healed that. We healed that. So everyone who's still here and who has gone through this kind of therapy tarot session, right? We went through the state, but I guess you did that in your life, yeah, right? Not through that reading, but that was just confirmation, I think. So you did that. And then, you know, next stage, of course, after the Page of Cups is the Knight of Cups. And then we turn inward again and we understand, well, all that exchange of love and light only on social media, I'm just drawn to that because of the star and the cloud. And, you know, this is like totally being together on social media and sharing all the beautiful worlds, like all the beautiful kind of astral worlds, hanging out there and being always in love and light. And that's a different, an aspect different, I wanted to say. Don't know why. But yeah, so this is an aspect, of course, of the journey to feel the resonance, you know, to go in full resonance, they are saying, with somewhere, because in your hometown you hadn't. They are totally showing me the gray wall right now. In your, where you were growing up, it was like always, you know, walking towards a gray wall, and like this actually, like no one understood you. And 5D, you know, that's behind here, that's, yeah, and you have tuned in there, and that's, of course, that has totally supported you through the journey, and every step is valid, valuable, and super, like very, very necessary and important, and very, very beautiful, says Michael. Like everything is beautiful. And now we do have a full-grown Queen of Cups here who is totally in tune with the whole emotional body, like a super empowered empath, because the lid is closed and she holds the power, you know. In the higher realms, it's like continuously formed and stretched and all that, and there, you know, when the ground is safe, then you can do that, like pour into everything. But here on the earthly realm, we do have the yes and no. And we do have free will. And we must learn to use that and to have the lid closed and say no when the no is necessary. And of course, we are conditioned not to. But we have learned that. And we are operating on divine law now, on divine order, and not at all conditioned anymore to false self-sabotaging behavior. For example, to be always kind. That's totally self-sabotaging, totally. It makes no sense to be always kind. Absolutely not. Like, thank you for ghosting me. Thank you for bullying me. Thank you for not caring for me. That makes no sense. But in the end, yes, we still can say thank you. Thank you, life. Thank you, life, because I learned to be grateful for just being here, because having a life, no matter how it looks, like one single breath gives us the opportunity to recreate, to, you know, to do something, to feel anything, and to feel anything. So this wanted to be shown also. Oh, so funny. Yes, yes. Feel, of course, right? Here are the 3 cups. The heartbreak, the sorrow, the grief, the wounds. And yes, these divine counterpart connections are created so that we can see what isn't working, so that we then know what is working. That's the purpose, and we need to be aware of that. We need to totally download that in our consciousness, so that we then know that. We need to know, like, this hurts, like, not good. We need to do it like that now, okay? And this is a freaking learning process. It's like growing up. It's like being a teenager, right? And understanding, oh, at some point I need to clean up the mess in my room. Or whatever, right? Just silly example. So it's necessary. It's necessary so that we can not avoid that in the future, but so that we can totally have our boundaries, our willpower. That's also a thing, you know. This is willpower energy, and it's decision making, which is wand energy, which is divine masculine energy, which is emperor energy. And emperor can hold the empire together because, yes, he can overcome personal urges, just saying. He can always overcome that, and not through like cruel control or something, but because he knows he has a goal, right? See, his whole solar plexus is lit here. I love that, how that fall here. And because he is committed to his divine purpose. And this gives him so much joy that he, of course, protects that. He, of course, protects the safe space for the connection. The emperor, that's why I say he. That's also you, right? Please don't let anybody limit you to the empress just because you are the divine feminine. You are allowed and able to embody every single part of the journey. You're the whole picture embodied, okay? Please know that. So, can we exit now? I guess we can. So, let's say bye-bye. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much for this day, for this minute, for this moment, for the truth, for the enlightenment, for the alignment. I want to say yes. There was a lot of alignment coming through. I hope that helped. I hope we are good now. And you know, being good, that does not mean no bad thing never will happen. But that does mean we could recognize early stages and we know what we don't want. And because we know what we don't want, we also, you know, we can just put a hold on a situation before it depletes our emotional or physical body. I love that, actually, how that is, again, speaking to this. See, they didn't want to let me go. This, because this is what we have learned. We need to make sure that our human physical needs are met, and we need to make sure that our angelic needs are met, like our emotional body, soul, right? So both sides are valid, valuable, and needs to be given to and protected. like totally protected. I see all the time with this realm of the pentacles here, I see it as if the stars are protecting that. Totally, I see that just in this reading. Here is a lot heavenly protection. Like, I mean, all over the place, of course. Yes. So, now. So it's not about, you must not be afraid or something that things will happen again, because now you are standing in this very power, in this very energy. And you can have your boundaries so clear that no one can take from you anymore. See? No one can access you. And this is literally like someone, I'm just seeing like someone hooking into your wounds, right? And because of that, then exploiting you, like with trauma bonding and stuff. So yeah, I mean, this card, of course, is meant to open the heart so that then we can heal and that then, we grow. And it's just the process of life. It's a necessary process. Nothing to be afraid of. And it's beautiful to fall in love. But love, that's the connection to the divine. And that's why we fall so deep. Because we literally we're falling back, back to source. Like the full, whole big cycle. Yeah, and now you have become the ocean and the star. Wow. Yes, I shall throw the dice again for some reason. Ooh, Capricorn. Yes, Capricorn. On the bond, right? That's that. That's that. You have learned so much. That's wow. Wow, like Capricorn, that's what I had described with the Emperor. Like someone who isn't giving in to personal urges, because that's outer personal values. It's beyond Sagittarius. See, we are on that very bridge. It's the gates of Saturn, we call that in spirituality also. When you stop being just a person, just an incarnation, just identifying with that, what you are, like even, looking, feeling, sensing beyond your own soul's purpose and becoming part of the great work of all that is, right? And creating and pouring in and just creating empires and a body of work and, writing books, creating songs, doing, sourcing the collective consciousness, becoming source here. And yeah, and this fuels you so much and this ignites you so much that there is no stepping aside, because, I mean, if you are dealing with the golden ocean, no green grass at no side can compete with the golden ocean, right? I mean, with the soul purpose. And that's what people don't understand who are in like 3D matrixy situations, like conditional relationships, I want to say. Of course, when it's based on conditions, then there always can be someone else, right? Destroying the connection, or circumstances destroying the connection. But when it's based on soul, I mean, if it's totally rooted deep into the soul, then that's just who you are. And if the connection as well as the work you do is just who you are, if the work you do is who you are, then you would not count hours at all or do an extra shift just like I did now. I just worked 6 hours extra for Archangel Michael. Hello, I love you so much. And that's fine for me, right? That's fine for me. And that's, real true love is like that. And real true love, that's not something that's limited to relationships. Real true love, well, wow, how interesting. I very rarely do that. But so that was an energy, again, necessary, I guess, with the lovey-dovey, with actually the toxic wrapping which is put around the twin flame journey, you know, where it's like, yeah, but they are your other half, and without them you cannot even exist and breathe. Yes, you can breathe, because you have your connection to the divine. That's where the breath comes from. That's where the gold comes from. That's where your ignition comes from. Your divine spark comes from the divine itself. You don't need anybody to ignite you. Oh, Isis even created a sun without that. Interesting. Yes, just saying. So, divine connection, right? That's not limited to a couple relationship, and divine connections are literally here to break the limits. So whatever is unconventional within your connection, that's the niche you are healing. Can you see the beauty in that? That's the niche you're healing. For example, you know, a same SEX relationship, or, I mean, there are, of course, all the things, right? All the things, different cultures, different religions, different this, different that, all that, you know that. But yeah, but even just you and your work can be a relationship, right? Even just you and the 300 books you are writing. This can be a full-blown divine connection. And yes, just saying. So, just, you know, just because feminine energy is conditioned, really totally conditioned, to keep themselves limited in the wifey role, in the girly role, in the princess role, in all these Eva type roles, where you always have this Adam, which is bigger, right? And you're just part of him, a rib of him, part of his realm. No. We are freaking creating our own realm, right? And only if you create your own realm from within, from your solar plexus, like your full, whole core identity unfolding, you aligning with your divine purpose, that's then your counterpart also aligning with divine purpose. And if it happens to be that you both have a double mission, which I totally suggest that's the case, then that's the necessary step to align with purpose, to align with higher self. And then the connection can move forward. But how everyone can align with higher purpose and higher self, that's a personal mission. And that's different for everyone. And the divine feminine journey is kind of similar. You know, there is a lot with that toxic love and no boundaries, what I mentioned. And in the divine masculine collective, there is also kind of typical things. But still, we are all unique, and we all need different amounts of time for different processes, right? Healing takes time. It goes through stages. And we see a healing, you know, here. And we hear that from the higher self realm, like coming from the future, through coming, just, you know, stepping into purpose. Do that. And that heals. Yes, that heals. And your star family needs you doing that, because you've been chosen, right? To do that. Oh, wow. So now that was again so long. Though I wanted to finish, right? Finish. But this guy is totally drawing attention towards me. So what needs to be released? I feel we need to have some reversals for that. I don't know what they are saying. Here's something. Okay. What is that? Interesting. So yes, to step into okay, that makes sense. I love that. Okay, to step into emperor mode, right? Into purpose, I can't show them because they are, you know, vulnerable, open, fully open. And to do that, that's a super cool guidance. Thanks so much. So instead of, guys, now I got you. Listen. Instead of looking to the past with the emotional body, like hanging in there, like looping, step into the flame. Remember what I said about the pages, and we had the Page of Cups, Toxic 1, Shadow 1. Now we need to step into Page of Wands energy, like divine fire, sacred flame, the torch within you, experiencing life again. See, it's divine masculine again there, see? Pyramids. And this is, as I said, human experience on earth. This is how you yourself experience living, like being. Okay, this is clear guidance. Instead of being that guy, like, it was so bad, and they did, and now I'm suffering because they did, and I'm still suffering because they did, and yes, I'm still suffering because they did. Yes. How long do you want to play that game? Just asking. You could also align with your higher self. The opportunity is right here for you to align with your higher self. And guess who will mirror that? Can you see that? Yes, your divine counterpart will mirror that energy because they can't do anything else. And then we do have 3 of Cups. Where are they coming? I mean, they must be underneath there somewhere, but I can't remember seeing them before, do you? But now they are there. Like, that's wow. I mean, Archangel Michael, you are kind of crazy sometimes. So this is nice. So this is kind of the clear path to union, reunion. Like these 3 cups, they want to be filled again. Of course, based on, yes, we spoke about that. Based on, yes, we spoke about that. We know that. We have worked that out with our soul family. We have helped each other, that soul sister work. We studied that thing. Now we know how that works, relationships. It's not about pouring in until we are empty. No. It's not about being available until we are boring. No, it's about being the sacred source, yes, but also the sacred flame. Just flaming a little bit. I mean, just do that. Just, ignite the spark within you. I want to say dress up and dance, but I don't mean like go out there in toxic land, but just at home, maybe. I always dance at home. And, celebrate my vessel and enjoy myself, like with movement, that's important. But also, of course, I mean, that's everything creative. That's painting, drawing, singing, acting, doing whatever, and going out in the world exploring. Though it is an internal energy, it's not about meeting other people. No, no, no. But it's about you enjoying yourself. This card says, enjoy yourself. Be in joy. Be immersed in joy. Like, live joy on a daily basis. Schedule joy. Schedule joy. Schedule on your calendar daily 4 hours joy. Wow. That's a little bit hard for poor humans living in this 3D world with all the bad stuff going on. But then start with, okay, so I schedule 2 hours of joy. And I mean active, not passive social media joy, because that's not joy. That's not joy. Active joy, doing, creating, doing. My kid said, you know, he works with reducing social media and stuff like that all the time. And he said he came over someone and she said that her new challenge is that she would stop the time she is on social media, and then for the next day she would order herself to spend that amount of time being productive. So you have a lot to do if you are hanging in social media passive the whole day. Then actually you are suppressing the spark within. Did you know that? You are suppressing the spark. You are suppressing the divine. Though it is necessary, of course, to listen, receive. It is totally necessary. But it is also necessary, and you know, we do have 4 elements on earth. That's why I said 4 hours productivity. That's enough. 4 hours daily, being productive, being active. Acting means from core, from self, outwardly, projecting, like creating something. Active. What's that? They wanted to be. Again, Capricorn. Okay. So you want to be back here, Capricorn? And oh, Capricorn went there. Nice. So, Saturn's gate, right? Wow. Outer personal realm. So create something, and what you, and okay. So this creates the passage. This is, you know, flame. Divine. Ooh, literally you grow the material. You grow, you know, you grow the light with, and the dragons work with that light you create. So the light you create, like, oh, can you understand that? That's kind of how my consciousness speaks with me. So very much through essences and elements and all that. And I have then visions. And for me, it's crystal clear. Like it's like you are forming this unseen, you know, joy, right? Joy. It's like higher, it's literally higher energy. What you are forming, what you are creating. And these higher energy, I mean, dragon energy works like that. The frequency you are creating, you draw it then to you. They come then. So if you start creating joy, then all the joy comes through you, right? If you create pain and sorrow, then you are looping. So I don't say, you know, toxic positivity, avoid that, but I'm speaking to a collective who's been through it and who's been working through it all day long, and it's ready, it's done, it's healed. Like 10, it's healed. You're good. Okay, you're good. You're just laying there because you're still exhausted. I can feel that. A little bit of exhaustion, right? After that, I mean, that's the thing, right? It was a lot. It's valid. Yes, it's valid. It was a lot. But now you're good. You have brought them home. You have rested in your castle. And if you still need rest, of course, rest. You know, rest. But without suffering. Just resting. Like beautifully resting. Watch nice movies. Do something nice. Read a book. talk with friends, with your kids, play a game. Just call a friend and ask her, hey, how was your day? Like randomly. Be the angel for anyone, for someone. I don't know, something that just gets you out of this, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal more, because you are healed. Believe me, you are healed. If you're here, you're healed. You're freaking healed. Passage is created in your best life, North Node, Saturn's gate, it's all good. You're so good. You have 2 emperors, you have the Lover's card W, it's all over the place. And you saw how the reading even started with the Justice and all, also double, 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 like super good. And the 3 of Cups, that's a clear, clear, clear sign for joy. Joy needs to be created, and joy needs the flame. You know, the 3-fold flame. And because the house is already built, you know, all necessary sticks are home, you know, all the wands are home, it's all good, it's all good. That's when he can just walk out of the door every day, just with his leisure time, just like the woman in the 9 of Coins, you know, enjoying her leisure time and creating her things and working on her hobbies. He is similar. He goes out, see, he has a hat with a red feather again, and he's just out there exploring himself, and just, you know, it's just good. And yeah, and just one stick, right? Just one thing, and just enjoying it. This is not producing something for someone else, but this is you enjoying what you do, totally being in joy. It's an internal energy, right? And this is important because you don't need to be the savior of all. We had that before. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So angels, are we good? Are we good? We are so good, they are saying. We are so good. Okay, so if we are so good, can we end? Can we end? Can we end it right now? Yes, we can end it, because when we end it, then we can begin anew. Ooh. So the cycle is ended, new cycle is coming, okay? I release you. Oh, we release the past. Yes, we release the past and we enjoy the adventure of the new life unfolding. And we get excited again for what's yet to come, because that was the harsh part of the journey. And now comes the good part, okay? It's like volume 2. Next season is coming. I wish you all the best. Enjoy your life. Bye-bye.